Okay, I think we're live. Not sure. There were a couple of issues I had, but I think we're here. Please let me know in the chat if I am live. I think I am. So we've got a couple of submissions today at Boombox. Nice. We've got one member. Hello, Aman. Welcome back. Nice to see you here. And nice to see the rest as well. Nice. You've uploaded 2, Timo. And we've got some comments. So I am very, very curious what we are going to get today. If you are watching but you do not have submitted a track, go to the bio description down below, and there you'll find the link with which you can upload your track, and I can have a listen and give you some feedback. Mostly mixed feedback. Sometimes I do some production feedback and general life advice. No, I don't never do life advice, and I would never take life advice from me either. So yeah, there's that. Okay, enough yap. I'm sorry, but as a thank you from me and Boombox to Halal for being a member, which you can see by this nice star over here. Members get first shot. How the fuck do you say that? I'm not English. They get priority. Just to say, hey, thank you for being invested in Boombox and helping us doing all these streams and helping Boombox become the biggest company out there, and making sure that everybody uses Boombox for all their music transfer and feedback and AI stuff. And yeah, that's why we're going to play the system first. We've got a comment. Hi, Thomas. So I tried something a little different than my usual, so forgive me if it sounds shit. I guess I'm after the regular broad mix advice. Hope you like it. Nice. And also, great that you put your Instagram handle over here, because when we want to repost anything on socials, then it is great that we can tag you in there. So it's free promo. Let's have a listen.
The system. The system. The system. The system that fucked us up.
I'm on the block, C5 will like fuck the cops. On the block we grind a lot, C5 will like fuck the cops. Yeah, I do what I do. Do what I want, yeah, I do what I do. Stop princess and I can't get nicked. Oh, but they can suck my. I authorize me and man, we gonna ride. Revolution won't be televised. Motherfucker, yeah, it's live. It's do or die. You know it's your time. But you bout now. Listen.
He must have running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about. Can't be there frontin', I know about this route. You were shot to my heart, it's my turn like bow. He must have running this code in this house. You getting funny, I know they were about. Can't be there frontin', I know about this route. You were shot to my heart, it's my turn like bow.
When I step back. When I come around, try and kick back, it's that. Know that she into all of that. When I come round me, yeah, what kick that. Little one-liners, yeah, I know they can take that. Let me just wait for the next drop, wait.
Okay, I'll listen. I think the waveform looks interesting, so I want to listen to this as well. But first, I want to go in and share my thoughts right now. Like, production-wise, it's cool. The vocals are cool. Are the vocals, did you record them, or are they sampled? Are they AI, maybe even? Just curious where you got those from or how you made them. Production mix-wise, let's go mix-wise for this. I think it can just hit harder. I think that nasty 808.
The system.
Just distort it, make it hit, make it really, really obnoxious and in your face, and make that you want to make me jump out of this chair. There were sampled vocals. Nice. I think you can go a bit harder. Yeah, don't be afraid. I think the most interesting music is the music where we push our boundaries. And sometimes you feel that you got everything out of it, and then you listen to someone else's track or a reference track or whatever, and you notice like, oh shit, there's so much more energy there. I had that today even, that I was listening to a reference and I was like, oh, I thought I had like a really solid mix, but maybe I could take it one step further. Now I hear what this mix is doing, what this reference is doing. And I think the same goes for the drums over here. I almost would listen to like heavy drum and bass here. So the drums are really hitting. You really feel every kick. The snare is super punchy and just aggressive, and it just lays on top. It drives the entire track.
C5 will I fuck the cops. On the block we grind a lot.
If you have that, like if you have those drums bumping and driving the track, and then you've got that aggressive 808 in there, I think you've got a really, really, really great foundation of a track. And then I think now the vocals are all right. They could go a little louder, but then I think you need to push the vocals up a little bit more. Let's see what's happening over here.
If you need to pick up a pack, you know you gotta.
That's what I wanted to talk about.
Right, it was shot to my heart, it's my turn like bow.
When I step back, when I come around try and kick back, it's that. No, that's the intel, all that.
This change with this synth is so dope. But it's tucked in. Also, go all out. Push that to the forefront. Make that louder. Make that we go into a different section. It's almost like that James Blunt song. It reminds me of that. Where it's like kind of trap elements, but then you go into this synth thing. And I think making that switch up would work really, really, really well here. Making that synth leading and big and loud. Really make it take over all the energy that was there before from the drums and the 808. I think that would be a good move. Always go with your gut. But man, it's great. I can't wait to hear what the next version is going to be. So let's add it to the playlist, the top picks playlist. And then please send in the next version whenever you have it. Okay, you've added another one. I want to give somebody else a chance. I will definitely. It's a chill night today, so I'll definitely come back to you. Let me just play someone else's track. Let me know in the comments if you are alive and watching, because I kind of just want to give feedback to people that are actually watching. Ashish says, I sign Sindagi. Let's go here. Okay, let's play this one. Okay, let's have a listen to this. And if you are here and your track is in the list, drop it in the chat and then I'll add it to the queue so we can have a listen to it.
सपनों को जीता मैं मेरी शाम मेरा जाम मुझे पसंद बस मेरी गाड़ी मेरा घर मुझे पसंद बस गाने सुनूं गाने गाना मुझे पसंद बस आगे तेरी मर्जी मुझे पसंद कर या ना पसंद कर मैं जी रहा वो जिंदगी जो मांगा मैंने पाली है शुरू से ही बड़े रहे हैं ख्वाब मेरे मैं ब्लेस करूं फील जब भी देखूं अपनी लाइफ आज नाम चीन लोग खड़े साथ मेरे काफी महंगे बिकते हैं अल्फाज मेरे ऐसा लगता है सर पे है ताज मेरे मैंने जीता है दिलों को मेरी खूबी से तू भी देख जहां खड़ा हो जाऊं लोग आवाज करे ऐसे चीन में अलग सा मजा आ रहा है न परवाह है किसी की ना किसी से गिला शिकवा है जिंदगी हसीन मेरी महजबीन रंगीन रंगीन सपनों को जीता मैं जिंदगी हसीन मेरी महजबीन रंगीन रंगीन सपनों को जीता मैं मेरी शाम मेरा जाम मुझे पसंद बस मेरी गाड़ी मेरा घर मुझे पसंद बस गाने सुनूं गाने गाना मुझे पसंद बस आगे तेरी मर्जी मुझे पसंद कर या ना पसंद कर
जिंदगी हसीन मेरी महजबीन रंगीन रंगीन सपनों को जीता मैं जिंदगी हसीन मेरी महजबीन रंगीन रंगीन सपनों को जीता मैं
मैं बस काम करूं काम से प्यार करूं किसी के पीछे ना वक्त बर्बाद करूं जब शाम ढले तब
Nice. He's got a really nice groove, great elements, really well done. Let's see, yeah, drums drive the track. I was missing a little bit in the beginning.
मेरी शाम मेरा जाम मुझे पसंद
It was just a little bit too empty. I feel the same section comes here as well.
शाम मेरा जाम मुझे पसंद बस मेरी गाड़ी मेरी शाम मेरा जाम मुझे पसंद बस मेरी गाड़ी मेरा घर
Yeah, there's not that much more going on over here than over here, but somehow this feels a bit empty and boring. Maybe you could try giving the bass a little bit more energy, a little bit higher, so in the low mids, so it drives it a little bit more and it pushes it forward a little bit more. Maybe that helps. Maybe just making those synths stand out a little bit more, making them a slight bit more pointy by adding some compression, or so emphasizing the transients with the compression, or maybe just adding some more mids to make them stand out a little bit more.
मुझे पसंद बस गाने सुनूं गाने गाना मुझे पसंद बस आगे तेरी मर्जी मुझे पसंद कर या ना
Let's see. Yeah, the vocals here and the vocals here. I get that they're like effects vocals and they're not main lead vocals, but I would still make them featured. Now it feels like they're too tucked in and it was a mixing mistake and it is not a featured main element. It's not like convincing, hey, I tried to go for this sound. So I would still choose to make them more audible and more in your face. Here, you might even want to go more effecty. So maybe if it's a filtered thing, then make the resonance a little bit more and sharper so it really sticks out. Maybe add something like a flanger or a phaser to make it stand out even more. And Helal said the vocal is maybe 1 decibel too loud. I don't think it's too loud. I think it works pretty well, but I do think you can connect it to the rest of the track more with effects.
मेरे काफी महंगे बिकते हैं अल्फाज मेरे ऐसा लगता है सर पे है ताज मेरे मैंने जीता है दिलों को मेरी खूबी से तू भी देख जहां खड़ा हो जाऊं लोग आवाज करे ऐसे चीन में अलग सा मजा
Yeah, mostly in the verse.
लोग खड़े साथ मेरे काफी महंगे बिक
I very often try stereo slap delays and make them slightly different on the left and the right. So the left channel has like 75 millisecond delay and the right channel has 85 milliseconds. Just find what it is, but slightly different. That could glue it together. But yeah, great track. Also a good one for the topics playlist. Okay. Nice. Let's see. DL Master is yours. DL Master. Okay. Let's have a listen. Hi Thomas, thanks for taking a listen. Normally I'd like to throw tons of reverb on something like this, but I tried it more dry this time. Interesting. Bold moves, I like it. Would love to know your thoughts on the saxophone at the end.
Sagst du wirst weggehen, doch bleibst da. Sagst du hast Spaß, doch ist nicht wahr. Hast gesagt, dass alles passt. Doch ich weiß, was du gemeint hast. Und hinter dem Lächeln, das du immer zeigtest. Und versteckt in dem Tonfall von jeder Bemerkung zeigt sich, dass du in echt in jedem Moment leidest. Ein Wunder, dass du an dem Leben nicht scheiterst. Sie will weggehen, doch bleibt da. Doch für dich ist das normal. Hättest du was anderes heute Nacht, hättest du sie nicht mit dir verbracht. Und hinter dem Lächeln, das du immer zeigtest, und versteckt in dem Tonfall von jeder Bemerkung zeigt sich, dass du in echt in jedem Moment leidest. Ein Wunder, dass du an dem Leben nicht scheiterst.
Great. Nice. I like the vibe. You specifically asked about the saxophone. I think it's great. There's a little bit of crackle from the mouthpiece here or there. Yeah. It's also part of the saxophone. Good try to get that out. You could try like mouth declick, see if that gets rid of it a little bit. You could also say, fuck it, I like this vibe, it's natural and it's cool. I think if your vocal has the body the saxophone has, it would work really well. So the vocal on top, have that body, have some beef to it.
Und hinter dem Lächeln, das du immer zeigtest.
Because that's a little bit thin right now. And definitely if we're going to that saxophone in the last part, you feel like, okay, so there is space, so we can go that big and beefy. Why are we not doing that with the vocal? Because the vocal should be the leading element, right?
Und versteckt in dem Tonfall von jeder Bemerkung zeigt sich.
And with the reverbs, yeah, it's pretty long reverb and it moves a bit from left and right. And I think I would see if you can make it so it doesn't do that too much, because it distracts me a little bit.
Weggehen, doch bleibst da.
So it stops the left side stops before the right side, and just it distracts me a little bit. So that might be something you want to look at. Maybe you want to even do a shorter reverb.
Sagst du hast Spaß, doch ist nicht wahr.
Or maybe you want to do 2 reverbs. So you do shorter room type reverb here, and then here.
Und hinter dem Lächeln, das du immer zeigst.
You open it up a little bit. Or you have a room reverb for the entire track, and then in these bits you add another aux with a hull or a plate reverb, just to open it up, make it a little bit bigger, create some contrast between the two the sections, and then that might work. Cool track. Okay. Let me see. Okay, the first Gene Master 14. Yeah, okay, gotcha. If your track is in here and you are here, please drop your track name exactly as it is in this playlist in the chat, and then I'll add it to the queue. So this gets added to the queue. Then who else is here? Do I see anything else? Yeah, GMS 14. We've got that. Nice. Okay, well, we'll just go for Gene. Yana.
I don't want to be wild, I just want to fun. Pretty ladies come around and move your sexy body. Champagne just sip, bum, 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 we are getting numb. Till the morning comes, till the morning comes.
जाने जा तेरी गुर्बत में मुसलसल हुआ मैं खामखा मुझे ना सता खामियां मुझे दिखती नहीं है तुझ में करूं कैसे बयां तू ही आसरा You're on my mind baby all day and night yeah करता सवाल क्या तू चाहे मुझे हाँ You've been so fine lately 365 days नखरे हजार मैं संभालू तेरे ना जाना ढूंढे तुझसे मिलने का बहाना आना तुम हावी मुझ पे मुश्किल है बुलाना आना मेरी जागते तू चली है तुम मेरी सोनी है बीते लम्हे मेरे काफी चल तोड़ आए हदें सारी Pull me closer to your body now Really see fine तू baby तेनू लुकाला मैं दुनिया तो हानिया दिल हारिया ऐ हर सुबह सांसें दे तेरी उठा मांगू मैं रब से दुआ गुजारिश है मेरी जाने जा तेरी गुर्बत में मुसलसल हुआ मैं खामखा मुझको ना सता तुझसे मिलने का बहाना तुम हावी मुझ पे मुश्किल है बुलाना आना मेरी जागते तू चली है तुम मेरी सोनी है
Nice. Oh, I forgot to use my favorite feature on Boombox. Allow, yes. Now I can just leave a comment while yapping. I don't have to type. I didn't type anyway. So, yeah. Nice. Okay. Good. Really, really well done already. Track is solid. It has plenty of contrast. It is an interesting production. Mix is solid already. I think the main thing that I feel could be improved on this is that it is a bit limited. Well, actually, yeah, it is a bit limited. But in the dynamics, it feels like it doesn't have anywhere to go once you get here-ish.
You're on my mind, baby, all day and night, yeah. कर ले ले 365 days. मुझे तुझसे मिलने का बहाना आना.
You can hear the limiter work, and I feel it just works against the groove of the track, and it also works against, like, here. You get back in there, and later on you also go into a more dimmed down version, and you come back in, and it just hits the ceiling, and because of that it just doesn't get into the groove. So I would see if you can make that work a little less hard. Now, I don't know how Love's Figures look right now, but maybe it's just pushed a little bit too far for what this song can do. And I think if you take the limiter down a little bit, then it will move a little bit nicer and get some groove back. So that would be my main thing here. The other minor things is that I feel the vocal has a good presence in the high mids, but the drums, the hi-hats, and everything is also really prominent there, and sometimes they're clashing a little bit. So you might want to go back in and see if you can make a little bit more room for those vocals, so they don't have to battle anything up there. Let's see. Okay. We've got another member. Calibrated. Okay, so with members, as a thank you from us to you, I always give you priority. So we'll get your track played, and then we'll go on to the rest. So if you want to be played after running back V4, drop your track name as it is in here in the chat. Please don't make me go look for usernames and date of births and stuff. Just let me know what it says over here. Drop it in the chat so I can click it and listen. I've got 700 things to do with it at the same time, so you got to make it easy for me, guys. I don't have an accountancy administration team behind me on the sofa. The only thing behind me on the sofa is a dog, and that doesn't help me in any way. Got a newie I'm working on, but I'm on my phone right now and only had an older version of the upload. Current version coming tomorrow on Noises stream. Well, then you have some time to fix it still. Quick question, do you have a reference for me? If you could drop that in here, I just want to check something. So a reference would be something that you ideally would be in the same playlist as this track if this gets featured in your ideal playlist. Whatever is in there, so whatever could be played before this or after this is what I want to listen to hear how that would compare to this track. JLX99, how do you become a member? Well, while reference is coming my way, I can't show you this because I'm sharing the thing. If you go down into the description, there is an affiliate link, something like boombox.i/Thomas van Opstal. And there you can click it, and with my affiliate link, you can become a member. And it starts at $4.20 a month. So, wow. With that, you can support Boombox, you can support these live streams, and you can make sure that you get guaranteed feedback every time you hop on a live stream. So, yeah, go check that. It helps both keeping these live streams alive, and it helps keep me alive because I get like 90 cents from it. But hey, it's something. Let's see. I haven't thought of it, but that's a very good thing to think about. Yeah. So what I feel, let's go without a reference for now. Or can I find something of a reference? Okay, let's go without a reference. I feel that there is more energy you can get out of this. I really like the side chaining thing, and that's really cool. That really makes the groove of the track. But I do feel that it's a bit squashed and not getting all the energy out there. Now, I get that this is a club track and you want to get it loud and pumping and everything, but sometimes letting a little more transient through also helps with that. Wouldn't it be a cool idea to make the vocal move? Maybe it's really corny, but you can. So it's a bit to the left now, and I'm not sure if I really like that decision. If there's not another element of equal energy on the right side, but that would be something I would look for. Yeah, I feel the kick is a little bit tame. So if you can just emphasize on that kick a little bit more, find out ways to do that. Yeah, just make it drive that track and really come out of the speakers. Maybe you can add a little bit more presence in the mids, high mids on the synths and stuff. So the entire track is more focused towards the more sensitive part of our ears, and with that feels a little bit louder. So then you don't have to push everything, squash everything out of the low end so much. You can leave that open a little bit more. You can have that breathe a little bit more, and then because there's more energy in the mids and the high mids, it feels louder. The perceived loudness is higher. And that way you can get a louder track without squashing the transients and the drums in the low end. Okay. Next track, 1P. 1P is all it takes. Sorry. Please check if it sounds great. Yeah, after these. If we could listen to my track, yeah, I'll add you to the list.
Loud levels on the beat. Kwa ninja them say, Father, once a hero you be. Abusi Yesu wa unti, Father, Yesu wa unti. Gaza, get to you say nanti, Father, umpenyi for say nanti, Gaza, adofusu wa unti, Father, Yesu wa unti. Gaza, Father Gaza is no more. I can still believe this. Won't brother man can ask him? Won't another one can ask him? Una mabema, yeah, mrai, young kayasem. Ah, only a bad view. Bien mo ya bibre, Samado, yo maya, keba kujabu. Ah, only a bad view. Kwame, Wanzugu se kusil wabe. One cry. Ah, only a bad view. Kwame, Wanzugu se kusil wabe. Kwame one cry, but Gaza is no more. I can't still believe it.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I think groove here is something it wants to do, but I think it can get a little bit more of a nudge, and I think it is in the tightness of the bass. So in how much the bass moves it forward, and then the kick and the snare clap thing. That snare is very loud, breaking the groove a bit. So I would go, if you're going for this snare sound, I would take it down a little bit. Maybe more of a shorter, like wooden rim shots type sound could also work here. And because it's shorter, it would move the groove along a little bit nicer, I think. I could be dead wrong, but that's what I feel I'm missing a bit. And the vocals are nice and loud and on top, but they disconnect from the drums a little bit. So drums and vocals are loud, but then the keys are a bit too low, which makes that it doesn't connect. So I would bring that up as well. Yeah, and I would try to figure out a way to create some contrast between this part.
I can't still believe it. Sasia sana chiama kwame. Nyape so wo krade ayenje. Asembia di boni umami.
Just see if you take some stuff down, if you filter it a little bit, try some stuff to make that go down in energy a bit so you can bump it up in energy again at the next hook. Just to keep things interesting for the listener. And yeah, that's what I would do. All right. Oh, you were there during ADE. Calibrated. Nice. Sick. Yeah. I want to do more of that stuff. I want to do more people in the room while I do like videos, mix breakdowns, live streams. It's why I got the studio, right? I just built an entire studio, and now I'm here mixing by myself the entire time. It just gets boring. So yeah, whoever's in Amsterdam or in driving distance from Amsterdam, let me know. And listen to your track 6, Fallen Angles. Hey Thomas, I started mixing my first produced album. Could not choose between the two songs, but maybe you choose one. Also, I played the drums and percussion myself. Curious what you think. Thanks a lot. Oei, goedjes uit de queue. Oei. I feel sorry for you no. It's a fun spot.
circles to escape this frame of time. I remind myself again, oh, this time I'm one of them, losing track of where we should be. We're fallen angels. Far too wasted to look over our shoulders. We're purposely blind, only thinking about ways to leave this behind. Always pointing in directions we've made up, so it's hard to find.
I like this. Great. You want to record some shit together sometime? No, I'm looking for I want to do recording videos more because I did the vocal recording video, and ever since I just want to do more recording shit, but I'm in a tiny room. It sounds great. I mean, yeah, I've been mixing like heavy hitting R&B the whole day, so I'm missing a little bit of low end, which you could add. But yeah. Do you have a reference for me? Just to get myself back into this vibe. Just going over everything here. It's on the tip of my tongue, a reference for this. But okay. Where? What do we have? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Man-made limbo slowly settles in my mind. I remind myself again, all this time.
Yeah, man, I trust. Hey, that's some I trust. Tree among shrubs. Okay, let's have a listen.
You make no sound as folks gather round like shadow hounds. I see my sound as folks gather round and please you aloud.
Okay, and then go back to you.
I'm one of them, losing track of where we should be.
Okay, so things I notice is that this is what I very often do. Just go into that song, go back to this song, go into that song, go back to this song. Just to see what happens in the listener's mind. Like, the listener doesn't care about the frequencies. All they care about is, that song sounded like this, now I go to this song and it sounds like this. What am I missing? I'm missing a little bit of vocal level. Your vocal here gets a little bit buried, and it is not on the same level as the Man I Trust record, so it could come up a little bit more. And I'm missing some push from the bass. It is there. It's the same type of bass sound, but I do feel that more lows from that bass, low mids, can push the track a little bit more, together with a little bit more emphasis on the kick. And then I hope you're still going to get the same loudness, because that can become a rat race then, that you give it more low end, then you can't, you're hitting the limiter too hard, you're taking down the limiter, you have to figure out how to give it the same low end without hitting the limiter the same amount, all that stuff. But yeah, that's basically, that's what I'm hearing. Otherwise, like texture wise, oh, now it does the play button there, okay. Yeah, but nice. Top picks. Okay. I am going to do 2 more songs. First come, first serve. Drop your track name in the chat, and I will play it. I'll do Hello first. 80s and 90s throwback. Great. Yeah, sounding great again. Nice. Nice to see that you're making it interesting already here. You can see in the waveform already that there's plenty of contrast. There's plenty of different sections. I personally, and I think where I stopped it was the best example of that, but I personally feel that it's a little bit capped. It's a little bit limited again here when the drums come in. The kick doesn't really have the beef and the room to punch through. So I would definitely see how you can get that going. Something else I thought was, you could have done more was this build up over here in this section. I feel that if this bass just gradually builds up, either in volume or you just emphasize, you just get a drive knob of a decapitator or a saturation plugin or a preamp plugin or whatever, and you just drive it a little bit so it becomes a little bit more full, and then you can make that rise into this section where the drums come in a little bit more interesting. And then you need to make sure that once it gets into that drum section, it hits and it takes it to that next level, because now it feels the snares and the bass on that rise feel bigger than the actual, let's call it the hook. But yeah, cool track. Okay. Last track. Who's here? Tell me. Otherwise, I'm just gonna sit here, chill, and then I'm gonna sign off. If you guys have any questions as well, we don't have to listen to songs. We can also just yap. I can also just talk about shit. I got a piano. It sucks when I plays and it's in tune. But basically the guy said, yeah, you got fucked over. Yeah, and then he messed it up. So yeah, I've got a non-working piano. Let's see. White sand. Oh, that's the other track he sent in. Great. Yeah, that's the $50 piano. Yeah, he tried to fix it, but now it's got like weird, gnarly resonance on the lower strings, and like all the strings resonate with every note. So it's cool for me to start playing, start learning how to play piano, and that's the whole reason behind it, basically, is that I just want to be mixing and then just sit down for 15 minutes, play some scales and play some ideas, see if I can figure something out. And for other people to be in the room and just have creativity in this room, because I don't want it to just become I sit in my chair, mix records with my mouse and keyboard room. I want it to be a playground and just, yeah. Yeah, I'll turn it into an effects piano at some point. When I've got a little bit of money to buy a proper one, like a Yamaha U2, I think is a good one, or something else that's actually really good for a studio, then I'll put this like in our lounge. Like we've got common areas in between all the studios, so then everybody can play it. Mar, my man, how are you? Mar actually got me the first piano. He was moving, and then he was like, "Hey, do you guys want a piano?" And then he delivered it, and the piano tuner came, and he was like, "Yeah, I can't tune this piano anymore because it's all crooked." I don't blame you, Mar. I'm sure you didn't know. But yeah, then we swapped it with another piano, and nobody knew. Uh-oh. I'm gonna get arrested for that. You're gonna have to get some instruments for your studio. Yeah, I really, really, really want to, but the thing is, I just don't have any money anymore. That's why I bought a €50 piano. And in the end, it cost me like $350. And then the piano tuner came in and he was like, yeah, a couple $100 more, and you could have gotten a freshly tuned piano from me that I would install. And like, Yeah, is what it is. You take a gamble, and sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't work out. I feel the most important thing is that I now gravitate towards the piano. Like I'm sitting here, and then I need to get back into mixing in a minute, and then I feel like playing piano for 15 minutes after this stream before I go back into mixing. And that's exactly what I needed, and that's why I don't care also if it's like the most amazing piano as long as it holds its tune. And otherwise I'll just go I still don't know who it was. Was it Tool with Sylvia Massey that actually grabbed a shotgun, mic'd up a piano, and then shot the piano? And that was like a snare layer, or it was an intro, or yeah, something. Rome wasn't built in a day. Yeah, true. I forget that sometimes. I try to do everything right now, and yeah. I mean, yeah. Also, small synths could be cool. I really want a Rhodes at some point. It'll happen. It's yeah, it'll be cool. Okay, White Sand, Marble Boy. I've got a guitar. I've got 3 guitars actually. 1 actual electric guitar and 2 Guitar Hero guitars. So yeah. No, but I need like fun little instruments, and it needs to be. I want to also get more into the production space, so it's gonna be fun. Cool stuff. Yeah, I like it. To answer your question, do you want drums in the studio? I would love to have drums in the studio, but they resonate all the time. The piano doesn't, by the way. So for everybody that was concerned about the piano resonating, I don't feel like it's giving me issues. I don't really hear it. Drums, I know, are really resonant, and I don't really have the room for drums because they will really get in the way. Like the piano is not taking up that much space, and you can put stuff on top of it and decorate it a bit. Drums, they're really cool, but every time you're not playing drums anymore, they're just getting in the way. So yeah, I do at some point want to make like a bigger playground studio somewhere, maybe just like a recording space with a lot of instruments and mics and just everybody brings in their gear, and it's just a recording space. So everybody can just bring in their stuff that they work with and like, and then you can just do a recording session, whether you have like a couple of Apollos or you bring in a mini SSL, a Neve rack, and an API side card. You just do your thing. So, yeah, I think that's at some point, if I find the right space for that, I would really, really like to set up something like that. Back to the track. Again, really good. I really like the vibe. It's sonically, it sits very close to where I think you want to be. It just needs that little extra push. Again, I think the kick and the bass can be driving things a little bit more and become a bit more of a soft, warm pillow around the track. And I feel here the vocal is nice and up there. It has its room, but I'm missing what I heard in the previous track, that wrap around the vocal and the instruments just hugging, the instrumental hugging the vocal, so to speak. So I would work more on that. I don't want to get into technical things because I don't think that's the vibe here. The vibe is more, yeah, you want to feel like how Men I Trust feels. It's just like your eyes are half shut and you go like, oh, yes, this is a nice vibe. And that's like what you want to work towards, like making everything feel like it's embracing the vocal, and the vocal just having a soothing character and feeling really nice. So you're really well on your way. Keep doing what you do. I think this can be on the top picks as well. And with that, 2026 is coming to an end. What's the sound again? Sorry, I tried to not reference TikTok sounds. It's 2025 actually. Is it 20? Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's going to be 2026 next month. All right. Thank you all for watching this live stream again. I know it took a little bit of a break, but I'll be back on the 22nd, I believe. So it's going to be a little bit shorter of a break this time. Yeah, Monday the 22nd, I'll be here at 5 p.m. Amsterdam time. And I'll be listening to a couple of your tracks. Maybe we'll do a last stream of the year special, a Christmas special. I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe we'll do feedback. Maybe we'll do Stem Master with all the analog gear. Maybe we'll do something completely different. Also, let me know, like, if you make a if you scan the QR code in the screen, you'll get to the WhatsApp group. So we've got a WhatsApp group where we can talk about stuff, and there, if I'm doing a Stem Master, that's where I would say, hey guys, who has a track they want to send in for the Stem Master? If there's anything else we want to discuss, if you guys have any ideas of what to do as a special for the end of the year, let me know. Drop it there and let's discuss what would be cool to do and what would make sense to do as well. Because yeah, I can do mixed feedback from a Porsche 911 and I would love to. But yeah, buying a Porsche 911 is not exactly in the budget. So yeah, Stem Master Party would be really cool to see your process. Nice. Yeah, and if there's people in Amsterdam, we can also do like attended session here, and yeah, do more stuff like that. So, I will see you on the 22nd. So get your tracks ready. Scan the QR code to stay in touch with me about all the live stream stuff. And then I hope you have a great evening or day, depending on where you are. And I'm going to get on with mixing again. So there's one thing left for me to say, and that is later met je pater.